What up, guys, and welcome to the stable. How are you? Kelly's Mishmash, the raffle winner. How are you doing this morning or this afternoon? Um, Someone was just telling me I need to turn comments on, but I don't know how to do that. Um, let's see. Think. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. I don't know how to turn the comments on. Share stream. Yeah, I don't really know. But we're just going to hang out a little bit today, talk about some stuff. We're just trying out a new technique for sanding billets. It worked. Kind of worked. Is this right? Is everything good? Kelly, are you there? Kathy's not here to help me, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. What up, McRanger? How are you? I see you. I hear you. We are good. Thank you, Kelly. Congratulations on your big win. I'm excited. You should be getting it in a couple days. Yeah. Can I make someone a mod while I'm live? I would love to make Kelly a mod. You don't want to be a mod? You don't have to be. Okay. Let's see how can I do it? Settings maybe? Don't really know. Don't think that's what I want. Guys, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Moderation activity, community router. Oh God, that just took me away. Oh, sorry. I'll be right back. I think I can do it here. Moderation. Let's see, guys. Did I go away? Oh no, I was gonna ask if you wanted to, Kelly. I just I don't want to push it on anyone either, you know. Um, yeah, Mick's right. I'm pretty sure I do want you to be a moderator, and I want to say a few things about you and Mick and Cliff and Mr. Mouse and Rob and the crew that has been my little crew and supporting me, and I really appreciate it. Let's see. I don't know. Did the screen go away? Because I was going to try to do that if I could, but I want to. It's up to the YouTuber who wants to be mods. Yeah, Kelly, I'm like new to it, so I would love to have you a mod. And I was going to ask you anyway. I was going to ask you today, but I figured I'd just address everything in here. I am not savvy enough on this computer. I figured out how to put Mick in there, and that was just going through settings and stuff, but I don't know. Here, I'm going to click out. I'll still be here. You might not see me. I don't know if you will or not, but let's see if I can do it. User management, maybe. Yep, here we go. All right. At Shift Kelly. I got caps locks on. Kelly. Niche. All right. Got it. Figured it out. Save. All right, guys. Kelly, you're official moderator. Congratulations and welcome to the channel. Not like you haven't been here since the beginning anyway, though. So yeah, you can do your things. I don't know who's in here, who's not in here. It says only one person. But hope everything's working right. I don't know if it is or not, but I wish I would tell you who was like in. But I got your notification. It worked. Cool. Awesome. So it's only telling me one person's in the chat, but I guess Mick and Kelly are in the chat. So I don't understand that. But seems to be working. Cool deal. Cool deal. So, well, we're here. What you guys want to talk about? Oh, shit, shrimp. I'm sorry. I just spilled your water all over the place. Oh, boy. I spilled shrimp's water. Enjoy it, shrimp. I'm sorry, Bubba. I'm sorry, little boy. Yes, Kelly. She so my nephew, her son, is getting his driver's license today, and they were going to do the test, and on the way the car ended up getting like it would sound like making bad noises, and they were freaking out. So I drove up there. Come to find out, those ding dongs put it in a 4 high, and they were trying to drive it in the 4-wheel drive. It's an old car, it's like 20 years old, but I just like don't put it in 4-wheel drive. And they had it in 4-wheel drive high, so it was like clunking around and not driving right. So I showed up and I just pushed the button. I was like, "You guys are ding dongs." So, what's up, Dana? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Well, you guys want to see some knives that I'm working on? So, Kelly, we all have to be ding dongs occasionally. I get it. Yeah, I'm a ding dong for sure. Man, I'm not hiding that. I'm actually a little toasty. I'm gonna take this hoodie off. Take it off. Ugh. Lord have mercy. Woo! What's up, Jason Beecher? We're back again. Everything is okay. You guys that were in there earlier, she Kelly. Ba-da-da. Where's the poll? Yeah, that's what people want to see me. Yeah, everything's good. Car was just in 4-wheel drive high. All I had to do was push a button, and so but I just wanted to talk about Kelly and Mick and Cliff and Mr. Mouse. Since the beginning, you 4 people have been like right there. Y'all were like our first ones in our live. Y'all like just kind of have been supporting us. I just want you to know it does not go unnoticed. I see it in all the chats. Y'all are pumping me up and pushing me, and Mick getting me into Aries, Meet the Maker. Wow, like really cool because like that's just it was awesome. That was a really fun time. But I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm so glad that Kelly won the raffle because I want to give back to the community, and I really want to give away stuff. I want to do stuff to give away to you guys and help you guys out. But like I do have to make money at the end of the day and run a business, and I'm not getting anything for free. So it's kind of hard sometimes to do that kind of stuff. But what's up, Todd Carr? But yeah, I just want to say thank you, Mick Ranger. Thank you, Kelly's Mishmash. Thank you, Cliff Brott. Thank you, Mr. Mouse. I really appreciate you guys so much. And I just appreciate the community supporting us. Some days, like I've said, it's just like, I just want to give up. And it was pretty much like that before we started going live. And then all you guys started supporting us. And it's just been really cool for y'all to be that way. Thanks. Mick Ranger said, just want to help. I knew you guys were awesome from day one. I think that's rad, and I appreciate your help. I mean, really, I wouldn't probably be doing much YouTube stuff, but realizing the people out there kind of want to see this stuff makes me happy. It feels like I'm not doing it for nothing, and just coming on here and talking about what I'm doing and just, it's kind of fun to hang out with you guys, because I'm in here a lot by myself. Kathy's in here during the day, but when it really comes down to the brass tacks of time, like I was out here till like 12:30 last night, almost 1 o'clock. And I was just out here by myself, dad's out here, but like, it just kind of gets hard sometimes, you get in your head, not making any money. I'm like, how am I paying my bills this month? They're coming up. I got 5 days and I have not enough money to even pay bills. So it's like crap, but I just try to wake up every day, put a smile on and just make knives and just keep making knives until they sell. But hopefully the .com, burningstables.com will help. Hopefully things will pick up soon. But yeah, it will. I'm not going to say hopefully because I know it will. It's going to happen and it's all going to be okay. I'm just today's been kind of a weird day. Just in general, I haven't gotten anything done and I hate not being productive. It drives me bonkers. Thank you, Mick Ranger, for putting the link in there. Aries EDC, same here, heading the same way. Is Aries in here? Anyway, if he is, hello. I missed it, but I think I did. I don't see him in here. I don't know. Anyway, but guys, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I could do more raffles, set the price, mini entries for X amount. I did them on, man, I'm bleeding. I used to do them on live chat. How do I check that? I think I am. It's coming through. Oh, I'm here, but can't really chat. Wow. Okay. All good, Aries. No worries. I think I'm live chat. I think it's on. It's not up or anything. It's to the bottom. I see people coming in. I just saw Aries EDC's comment. I think that's right. Is it? Let me know if I'm on time. So yeah, around 3, our family chat's going to be dinging because Lucas, my nephew, Kathy's son, got his driver's license. Boom, boom, boom. He's on the road. He's got wheels and he gone. So, Aries, stop texting and driving, bro. What are you doing? At the chat, top of the chat, it says either top of the chat or live chat. Okay. It says top of the chat, live chat. I think I'd hit live chat. Is that what I want, Nick? Live chat? I don't know. I think it's fine. Switch to live chat. It should show all messages. Okay, cool. I switched to live chat. Yeah, they're coming in a lot quicker now. Okay. Pretty good. But yeah, so he got it, man. He's driving now. And you know what's funny is he's like the reason I got back into knives. Her son wanted to play around with the forge and make some knives. So I brought everything over here and started doing it. And I was like, man, I kind of like doing this again. This is fun. He's the reason I got back into knives. His dad's the reason I started making knives. And Lucas, her son, is the reason I got back into making knives. So thanks to them for making me do it, I guess. Hey, it's the Johnsons. I don't understand why YouTube does multiple chats. BS. Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't even know that it's multiple chats. I don't even understand what's going on. What's up, Steve? How are you? How are you? Yeah, Aries, you be safe driving, but thanks for tuning in and being here. So yeah, Hayes Johnson's reached out. He asked me earlier about doing a pass around knife. So I think I'm going to do something. You know, I'm not going to really talk about it much, but I think something's in the works for a pass around knife. Kind of want it to be a little bit more of a surprise, but we'll see. You know, it might not happen. It might happen, but don't want the pressure. But I think it will. I'm into it, and you know, we'll kind of let it be for a little while. But we'll talk about it, and there will be some things coming soon. So, guys, let's talk about some billets. I want to talk about the billets I've been working on. So I forged out. I talked about this earlier, but I'm just going to redo everything. I been working on some cool stuff, man. And I just tried a new style of grinding these things. Because you have to, I mean, it's like a lot of arm work to grind them without a surface grinder, which I'm working on getting one of those. But I just saw on Robert Patterson's page, if you haven't seen his work, you really should go to check out Robert Patterson if you like Damascus. That guy is crazy. Crazy good. But yeah, I just tried this new technique, man, and it's really cool. It's like you set up, I got a wheel and then my other wheel, and I'm putting this on the bottom wheel and pulling up into the wheel, and it's just like whoosh, grinding it off nice and square. Pretty cool. It's a little uneven actually. But better than by hand. Let's get in here. Those top messages, all messages. I wish they would just set it all to automatically. Yeah, like I said, I have no clue about it. Set it or live permanently. I think it should be set live permanently. Like, what's the point of going live and reading comments if you can't really read them as they're coming in? You know, when I talk to you like directly at time, you know, that's the whole point, right? But yeah, guys, so this bar of Damascus, I worked on it last night. I posted a short, and this was the like little waves, but they're big chunks. So I've taken that and forged it down. Let's see if the camera can pick it up. You can kind of see the pattern in there. So if you saw that big picture, that's all that squished into this little piece now. So now I'm going to take this, restack it again, and I'm going to get these little fingers that crawl through the blade into this dark part. So that should be pretty cool. What's up, Robert Jones? How are you? Mr. Jones, you were talking about putting, leaving, see the comments, comments on the live. Is that what you're talking about? Because I don't really understand that either. Top chat is for younger audiences and people who don't wish to see any profanity, even with simple stuff gets blocked along the way. Spam chats as well, where it all shows. Okay, so that means, okay, so don't use top chat. So basically what you're saying. Got it. We won't do that. All right. So what about comments there, Mick? Robert Jones was talking about having comments on. Is that what y'all are talking about? And all this will probably get changed on the next one if it's not. But so anywho, yeah, working on this billet. I was going to do it today. We got a rain day here. I don't think it's going to rain all day. It's just raining for an hour, but I cover up the forge because I don't want to get wet. It's got electronical stuff working on that one. So another billet. Did this one and this one last night at the same time. Well, I started this one and then I did both of them together this last step. So this one is at 48 layers. I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces and it will be 96 layers. So 96 layers, and then I could 4 stack that again. And I didn't even do that. I did math of doing it double. I could do double and get 192. But if I 4 stacked 96 times 4, that's 384 layers. Because I'm trying to do raindrop after seeing Aries EDC's raindrop Damascus he had the other night. I was like, man, I haven't done that pattern yet. It looks cool. I want to try it. So we're doing it. I just don't know how many layers I want. 384 layers with raindrops in them would be pretty cool, I bet. Could only imagine. What's up, Tegan? Also got a Burning Stables Forge Kiridashi. Oh yeah, Aries, I'm still gonna find that documentation on the Kiridashi meaning and stuff, whatever I found online. It could be right, it could be wrong. Mr. Mouse. Yeah, I slept like a rock, but it was late. I think I fell asleep at 2 a.m. Woke up at 9 and got out here. I'm having a slow day. It's been a busy week. We did the feather all weekend. And then Monday, it was more forging. And then, so y'all want to check out this little feather knife? Yes, guys, if you haven't watched my full length videos, please go watch them. They're cool. Just put it in the background. You don't have to sit there and watch it all day, but watch some of those videos, man. They're really cool. I think they're cool. That's why I started doing all this stuff. And like the whole feather Damascus pattern has been recorded. We're gonna make a video out of that. I made a knife out of the feather. I'm trying to like figure out how it works, and I've worked with feather Damascus. It can delam on you a lot, but we did make a knife. This isn't going to be the one I'm going to give the client, but I'm going to do this one. So it's you can kind of see the pattern in there. It's going to have more activity after it's heat treated, but kind of cool. Kind of. It's not really what I was trying to go for. It's got a lot of straight layers in it. Like if you can see try to get the camera right. You see these, it's all backwards too. This right here, how it's round. I kind of wanted that all the way through, and I got 2 pieces up here and 1 piece down here that is like that, but you can kind of get the gist of what it looks like. I think it's going to look pretty cool when it's done no matter what, but Mr. Mouse, you missed it earlier. I was just telling everyone how appreciative I am of Kelly's Mismatch, McRanger, Cliff Brought, Robert Jones, all of y'all. I'm just speaking of the names, that have been there since the beginning and like kind of just been really supportive and talking to me. And Mr. Mouse, you're one of those people. So it's like 5 of you guys that like were there right at the start, and just thank you. Y'all kind of pick me up when I'm having down days. I put on the smile just like everyone else. I don't want anyone really to see my thoughts and my emotions, but Mr. Mouse sent me an email the other day, and it got me choked up. It brought me to some tears, to say the least. Of what he said was just so damn sweet. And he was talking about all you guys and how big of a support it is, and I just like, man, I can't even talk about it right now. I get a little sad, but it's like tears of joy kind of thing. It's overwhelmingly fun to have a community of people that. It's not just me out here in my shop by myself. I got Kathy all the time, but I mean, it's my sister. It's nothing against her, but we have, you being siblings, like shit. She's on my side. I trust. Oh no. Oopsie. She's been on my side for the whole time, and it kind of throws me off when she's not in the shop because I just get here by myself. In the last 2 days, she hasn't been able to be around. So it's just been kind of me and lonely. But, we are the horses in your stables, says Mick Ranger. Thanks, man. I appreciate y'all all being in the stable, The stable, it might turn into a pasture at some point with several horses in it, but the main stable will always be there in my eyes. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Mick. Appreciate you, Mr. Mouse. Appreciate everyone in this chat right now. I just appreciate the hell out of it. But all right, enough of the sappy crap. Yeah, that's not why we're here. But I appreciate it. So also, big news on this. You may have seen it last night on one of the shorts. Rambo knife, it survived, and it is hard. It's too hard. I've never gotten a blade, I think, this hard after tempering it twice. I might have to turn up the temp on the tempering cycle because AEB-L steel is supposed to be tempered at 350 after cryo. But it's, you hear that? That is a 65 Rockwell hardness file. It skates. So I'm like, it's above 65. I don't think that's good. I think you want to be in a 60s to 65 range. Anything over that is going to be really, not flexible. It's not going to have any, it'll probably hold an edge like a lightning bolt, but it might chip and it might break. So pretty sure I'm going to have to do another tempering cycle on this one. Maybe even ramp it up to like 400 because 350 just isn't doing anything. But it's got good color and everything. But it survived, guys. So thanks for all your seances, your prayers, your thoughts, your fingers, your numbers, everything that everyone did. I appreciate it. Titanium Justin, welcome to the stable. How are you? I do like the horses in the stable, though. We can all come up with what kind of horse we are. My nickname has been Horsey since I was 18 years old. That's why the logo happened. And the girl I was dating at the time was a horse girl. So she got me a stamp that was a horse head because my nickname was Horsey. So it was just already a horse head stamp that I was putting on my knives before I even named it Burning Stables Forge. And then I don't even know how the name came up. My dad asked me one day, he's like, what are you going to name your forge? Everyone else has a forge name. I'm like, I don't know. I thought about it and I was like, Burning Stables Forge? Sounds kind of cool. So that's what we went with it. And yeah, thanks, Mr. Mouse. I think the logo's sick. My buddy did all that. So that right there was the original logo. And I had a hot stamp. And I would hot stamp all my knives with that logo. And I was doing those in 2018. And I was doing those all the way up until, I say, last year, maybe in January or so, maybe even after that. I think it was almost in the springtime. We got my buddy and he changed he did the logo for me. And he'd come up with the branding basically of it. I told him what I wanted, told him my thoughts, told him everything. He's kind of a cool dude. He surfs and stuff like me. So we're kind of on the same page. And yeah, I think that turned out really sick. It's simple. It's not too much. It just looks good, I think. And the horse head still captures, my old logo. But, it just captures that horse head really good. And I really like how it's blocky, I dig it. So stoked on that. Stoked to have it and had it back to Burning Stables Forged like it should have been all along. Looks like a brand, Robert Jones. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And thanks, Hayes Johnson's on the logo comment. I appreciate it. Be less excited, Mick. How do you lower the HRC? So yeah, too high of a hardness makes it brittle. Yeah, I don't even think it's brittle right now. It's not going to be brittle so much as it's going to be. I'm sure I got great grain structure because everything went well in the heat treat. But when you temper it, you calm those molecules down and it softens it. It's just like if you take your hard knife, you got your knife and it's whatever, and if you heat up that edge too hot over a straw color will lessen the steel. It won't hold an edge anymore in that spot. Like if you're grinding a knife and I heat up that spot right there in the middle and it turns blue, that one spot on the knife, it might not see it, you might not know it, but it'll always dull that one spot more than anywhere else. And that's just because it lost its temper. But in the tempering process, when I quench a knife, whether it be oil or plate quenching, it is in a state of tightness. It's the austenite, marsenite. I get confused on all the nights. But anyway, the grain structure will be really tight. And when you put it in that oil or that the oven, it relaxes everything. It just calms it down. It's like, if you're wound up, at the end of the day, you're all, ooh, and then you sit down on the couch, eat, relax. That's kind of what the oven does to a knife. It just chills it out, gets it ready. But you can, like right now, this is hard. It's too hard. So what I'm going to do is I'll heat it up and I'll leave it in there for maybe 2 hours at 350. I'm going to try that first. Sauna for the blade. Yeah. It's the chill zone, man. Calming it down and getting it ready for work. It's like going to sleep at night or something, but it's getting ready to work. So like this one, it says 350. And it's very, it's metallurgy and it's very scientific and it's very to the point. I cryo treated this twice for an hour and maybe could have stopped that last hour. I could have maybe done 2 30-minute cycles. I did 2-hour cycles. And in the cryo takes, because it was not as hard as it is after the cryo, it got harder. When I pulled it out of the plate quench, I was probably in like the 58 to 60 range because the 55 was skating and the 60 was kind of grabbing. So going in the cryo for 2 hours kind of probably made it way more harder than it needed to be. Because that just takes the cycle up and it raises that grain structure it raises the marsenite level up, I'm pretty sure. And then cryo process, it raises the marsenite, and then so basically the oven just tempers it and brings that down and it just softens it. So I'm gonna do some cycles, we'll get it down. I'll show you what I did. You can do this with not all steels, I guess, but for AEBL, you can do this. You can do it for, I think, most, but like you use liquid nitrogen. It's like the ideal way. But to be honest with you, man, I don't think I want it any harder than it is already. So cryo treating, what I did in this cup, in this thermos, see it's frozen in there. It has dry ice. And I'll do a little experiment with y'all. You can see this. Pour a little water. Yeah. So what that is that's pretty fun. But what it is dry ice acetone. And acetone kind of creates these bubbles, and it's kind of like ice cream. When you make ice cream, put salt in to make the ice colder. The acetone makes that dry ice even colder. So it just makes it harder. Makes it harder. And it's an optional thing. You can put it in the freezer and it'll be lower, but I'm kind of in the middle stage and I don't have liquid nitrogen. But you don't have to have liquid nitrogen, obviously, because we're harder than I want to be, That's crazy. I've never had a blade that hard. So you got to do some, and I'm really happy it didn't crack being that high. So good news on that. That's my spiel about my heat treat of the. All right, let me read some of these comments that y'all been saying about what I've been talking about. All right. Cool, slower, plus there's differences between water quench and oil. Yeah, it cools fast in the aluminum plates. Mr. Johnson's, it cools down and it's cool to the touch. When you put it in there, it just raises that, it just keeps the process because it's still kind of settling in those stages. So it just kind of takes it up and cools it even more because stainless steel is a cold treat, just like anything. But oil, when I do my 10 series, it's a different treat. Oil's got to be at like 110 and go in. You don't want to be too cold. You get cracks. I've never done water quenches. I probably won't. I want to do it, but I'll probably crack it, and it's just kind of silly to do. So that is simple statement made. Cool. Okay, then we done that one. What's the writer process? I got questions today. That's why back in the old days, villagers wouldn't look at blacksmith in the eye. Magic? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe because they were big burly dudes and they were kind of scary because they made weapons. I don't know. I mean, they had strong arms, you know. But don't know. Maybe. Okay, retired stagehand, Mr. Mick Ranger. Yeah, dry ice is fun. The lady at the grocery store was giving it to me. Thought it was going to kill her. It was insane yesterday. She was like really weird about it, but it's just like ice. But dry ice in a water bottle with a little water and capped off will give you a nice little scare. Let me tell you about that, Mick. So I had this, or not this one sitting overnight. I had the top loose earlier in the day and I must have tightened it. So it had been sitting tight all night long. So this whole chamber was so cold. And I went like this today. And when I released it, that air went in and went all over me. It was covered in it. And luckily, it didn't go in my eyes or my face. But pretty sketchy. Yeah, don't try this stuff at home. This is for certified experts like myself. Make jokes. Yeah, you're just old and beaten down. I'm old and beaten down too. I'm not that old, I guess, but this definitely wears on my body. It makes a loud boom. It didn't make no boom for me. It just exploded on me and just went all over me. But dude, yeah, I kind of want to put some in a water bottle outside, scare everyone in the neighborhood. Wait till I get my acetylene torch, make acetylene bombs. We'll scare those people. Probably shouldn't talk about that stuff because I'm definitely not going to do that. But Mr. Mouse, you want to get dry ice for what? What are you doing with dry ice? For quenching, you use whatever is designed by the steel you're using. General A2 air, W2 water, O2 oil, for example. Air is often plate quenched. To my understanding, yeah, Todd Carr. It honestly, Parks 50 kind of takes those water quenchants, the steels that need water, like 1095s will water quench it. You can do it in water, but this book, if you're doing knives, highly suggest, getting this book. This is my Bible. I go to the T, and in the back of it, it has all of your heat treats, just like that. So this was last night's literature, quenching this stuff. And you can see all the stuff it says there. You can even quench stainless in oil if you want to, but I ain't doing that. And it doesn't say to do that on this steel specifically. But this book, Todd, if you're fucking around, oh my God, I'm cussing today. I got to stop this, guys. Bleep me out. Bleep me out, Mick Ranger. God, I'm not normally doing this, but dang, I gotta stop. Not want to be that guy. Yeah, but this book, man, great book. It really, 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 really helps. Let's see what Mick said. Yeah. I tell my kids all the time, Leave it to trained professionals like me. I hear that, Jason Beecher. Be careful, Mr. Mouse. It was loud, and you will scare the crap out of people. And do not hold it in your hand too long. How about let's just not do it at all? Probably safe, better safe than sorry. Mr. Mouse, LOL, I remember ripping all the fireworks apart and making one giant boom. I used to do that when I was a kid too. I'd take them apart and dump out all the stuff in there and make one big one. Since we're all kind of the same, huh? I don't suggest it unless you have a safe place, safe gear. Yes. Always proper PPEs when you are messing with dry ice. Okay, guys? D-Kong in the house. What's up, D-Kong Blades? Your package is on its way. I made some that Damascus, that 40 layer 80 CRV core. Sent a nice little chunk out, kind of what I had. I wish I could have given more, but it's what I had. But send it out to Mr. Dominic got it. So it's on the way. Left the mailbox today. Just watched it drive away about an hour ago. So you got tracking info on it. You should be able to track it. I sent you the tracking number and stuff. Yeah. It is kind of a collab, right? I made the steel, you make the knife. You gotta tag me in it, Dom. Better be tagging me in it. Just kidding. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's what you want. I hope you know. And if you have any questions about the steel and how to work it to really get the Damascus to pop, feel free to reach out to me. And we'll face chat, FaceTime, we'll face chat. We'll FaceTime, we'll talk about it, and I'll guide you through that process of really getting that Damascus to pop on that knife. Okay. There is some specific things that I like to do that really makes it perfecto. Hey, Kathy's in the house. You still at the DMV, Kathy? Am I going to have to come pick you up and cut this short? Yeah, I can't wait to see what Dom makes either. I'm pretty excited to see some of my steel be made by someone else. It's never happened. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that's going to be fun. You're home already, Kathy? You already went to the DMV and back? Good. Cool. He gone? I bet he's gone. Well, guys, yeah, that's cool. My nephew is on the road. So if you're in Charleston, South Carolina, watch out. Be careful. Oh, man. But yeah, Dom, I'm stoked to see what you do with it. Yeah, it'll be my first of masses. So we'll see. Well, just like I tell you, reach out to me, man. You can learn from my failures in the Damascus world, but like it's it's just going to be like a normal piece of steel. It's just got layers in it. So it'll be chill. But when you go to etch it, I'll guide you through that if you want help. And it's really just, you got to put in the time on the hand sanding on the Damascus knife to really get it to pop. So there will be that. So you want to take everything up to at least a 400 grit from your grinder, and then work on it with hand sandpaper. So that's that. He's leaving to go to work. Oh, his first adventure out on his own in his car. Kathy's sad. He'll be all right, Kathy. He's got it. What handles are going on the Rambo knife? All right, Mick, good question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a guard here, right? So kind of like the toy. I'm going to do a guard. And then here I'm doing a leather stack handle. I'll shape it, and then I'm going to file in the lines after I shape it. And then we'll dye it brown, and then I'm going to dye those black, those little lines. So that's what handle we're going to do. Pommel wise, I don't know. I might do a Damascus guard and pommel on it. I think that would look cool. So I think I'll probably do that. I just got really hot for some reason. Goodness gracious. My face is even getting red. I think I'm getting hungry. That's what it is. So a lot of firsts for BSF in 2026. Yeah, a lot of firsts, Mr. Mouse. I've had a lot of things staged, ready to rip. And a lot of things I've been wanting to do, just waiting on that new forge because it was a game changer. I'm able to do 2 giant builds. They're like this big when I start, and then they get to 18 inches long when I finish. That gives me an inch on either side to cut off for end cuts to get rid of the crap steel, and then 16 inches. So I did 2 last night at 18 inches to get 16-inch billets to make 4s. That's a good number usually to get a 4 stack. I could go bigger, but you get that even heat. And just look at the stuff coming out of the forge right now. Like, I was never getting stuff this square out of the forge. And that's kind of the name of the game in Damascus and forging. This is out the forge. You can see like it's got hard edges. It's not too rounded over. But in my old forge, I would only be heating up this section right here. So this section would get hot, I'd work it. Then I have to heat this section, work it. And then this section, work it. Time, gas, money is going down the drain. But now I can pull out a whole billet, set my stop blocks on my press, and hit the whole thing at one time. And it really just helps everything look how straight that is. It's got a little bit of wonk in it, but like for forging it, that's been a big game changer. So yeah, there's a lot of new things coming because I've had them in a drawer waiting for this forge. I got some mosaic in there that's going to be coming out in the next few days. I'm going to forge weld it together and then cut that and make a knife, and that's going to be mind blown. But yeah, sell some more knives, and I'll buy some steel because I am flat. Pay the bills and then buy some steel to keep going. But hopefully people buy these Damascus knives. But anywho's it, here nor there. We're here today and enjoying the fun. So I don't have to go get Kathy. I can hang out. Three times, yeah. The brown is going to look great, says Mick Ranger. Yeah, that brown leather is going to look good with the black lines in it. Damascus bolsters, says D. Kong Blades. Yeah, Damascus, but not really a bolster. It's more of a guard in that area. It's not going to really be fat or anything. And it'll be ground down probably. I don't know. I haven't really figured that out yet. Not there yet. But it is the next step. Are you going to make a knife for the Burning Stable shop like the one you gave away on Big Red's Live? You're talking about the twist, Mick Ranger. Like this? Ooh-wee. Look at those diamonds in there. Like this, Mick Ranger? Like this? The Lemmy. I've only made 2 Lemmies. This is the second one. I'm going to start making some, I'm going to do some stock removal Lemmies probably soon because I think it's a really good small, it's about right there. Let's see. It's like right on the 4th finger. It does give you grip. I don't even know. My hand is, let's see. My hand at my fingers is 3.5. At the palm is about almost 4.5. So it fits in my hand pretty good. This is like, I'm making one of these for myself for sure. Yeah, the twist. Mr. Mouse loves the twist. Talk later. If not, thanks again, buddy. We'll talk soon. All right, Dom. Be safe out there. Get it done. Thank you, Hayes Johnson. So yeah, this knife is, probably one of my favorites. I love them all. I like the Zip a lot. I like the Motley. That's the one I carry the most. The only one I don't have a Zip, and I don't have a Lemmy. Make all these knives. I usually keep a couple, but this is my go-to. And that's that jimping I did on when Bees was watching Bees Blades the other night. He was talking about jimps, so I did jimps all the way down to the clip. But yeah, Man, the twist Damascus is really cool. To me, it's not as challenging. It looks pretty rad. But what I do want to do is I want to make a big C pattern. You can twist any of this Damascus. So if I like mess up a billet, it's a good time to twist it. Like if I don't get it perfectly square or whatever I wanted, I can twist it and still get good patterns. But I kind of want to like if there's I want to do some bigger twists like on a bigger billet because you can cut through the billet and you cut off the sides and then you end up in your blade will end up having like all these stars through it, which is something cool. There's Turkish twists. There's all kind. You can twist anything, you know. So yeah, this one's going to be the same way, Mr. Mouse. This one's going to be the same way. I think it actually like so that blade had more of this pattern in it, a little wider. This one has a lot tighter in it, and I think this one's going to look really, really cool. And I got some neon yellow Grip Tech handle material coming in, so I'm going to put that on there. It's going to have a lanyard hole. So yeah, pretty excited about that. Mr. Mouse is out of here. Yeah, it's gonna look good because it's gonna be a full reveal all the way through the tang, like that one, Mr. Mouse. Say prayers for me, buddy. All right, so Mr. Mouse out of here. I gotta run. Love the night. Oh, okay. Bye, Mr. Mouse. Good seeing you. We'll talk soon. He will be okay, Kathy. He will be okay. Mick just went through it too. Yeah, she was trying to get out the car earlier. I was like, hey, stop. They'll come get you. Let him be a man. Let him walk. Let him own this little thing right now. Let him be a man. Hard to let go of them boys, huh? Hard to let go of them boys. But yeah, so today I'm just kind of chilling, man. I'm not even really doing much in the shop. I got this integral oyster knife that I'm making for my buddy JW Blade Works, Justin Wilson. Y'all should, hey, Mick, can you put his Instagram in here so maybe he can get a couple followers from it? Y'all need to really go give my boy a follow. He's my homie. It's J Blade Works. Justin Wilson. See if you can put him in here and give him some love. He makes some really, really cool stuff. Kathy, I need to make you a moderator so when you're not here. Yeah, that's it right there. If you can find that, Mick, that'd be awesome if you could drop him in here and y'all could please go give him a follow. I'd appreciate it. He's a really talented bladesmith. Bladesmith, not Blaze. Yeah, Blade. J Blade Works. JW Blade Works. Mick, if you could find that, that'd be awesome. Kelly, you still in the house? Kathy, Kelly's a moderator now on our channel as well. So that's fun. Mods. Thank you, mods. Look at that. Kelly's Mishmash beat you to it, Mick. We got a new moderator in the house. Kelly's Mishmash. Appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you for putting that link up there. Yeah, please go give him a follow. I know there's only 80 y'all in here right now, but if y'all want to do me a big favor, give my boy some love and look at what he does because he's been helping me. He's been teaching me. He's kind of my mentor in this stuff. We'll sit on FaceTime for 4 hours, 5 hours, just be working in the shop. Got a question. Hey, Justin, what do I do here? Do this. Clayton, what do you think about the size of this oyster knife I'm making? Yeah, we're talking, doing stuff. It's kind of cool because I don't have anyone here in town that makes knives and wants to hang out with me. Yeah, Kelly is great. I appreciate you, Kelly. Man, I'm stoked that Kelly won the raffle. I can't be like, against anyone. I'm always here for everyone to win, but I'm stoked that she won because, yeah, she's been blowing you and Mick and Rob and And Mr. Mouse, y'all been blowing me up in everyone's chats, and I'm not always there to see it. But Mr. Mouse told me y'all have been doing it crazily, and like, wow, appreciate ya. That's his site. Yeah, thank you guys. Give him a follow. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I don't know. I know Big Red didn't go live today because he's in Vegas. That's what Robert told me with his wife Nelly. So wish them fun times. Big Red and Nelly have fun in Vegas. But got some wrought iron in. Y'all want to see that? It's pretty cool. It's a piece of it. This is just the tip of it. Wait till you see this whole thing. This guy gave it to me. I met him a little while back, and it's from an old historic Charleston house from like Civil War days. So pretty cool. But check this out. This is old blacksmith stuff right here. Old blacksmith Charleston historic wrought iron, man. How cool is that? So we're gonna do some wrought iron sand mice stuff. Get that grain. That should be pretty fun. That thing, it weighs 20 pounds. Yeah, cool. Kelly had your back. I guess that's why you have more than one, right? We appreciate it. Metallica is talking about doing a show at the Sphere. That would be amazing. Dude, that Sphere would be cool. I'd like to go do that. Get in the Sphere zone. Kathy, earlier today, Mick said, we're all horses in your stable. That's pretty funny. I like that one. I am stuffy, man. I feel like I got like a 2-year-old nose. I'll save you all the blowing on the nose. Actually, I'm doing it. Y'all don't care, do you? Oh, I get that out of there. Only thing in Vegas for me. Yeah, I don't want to know. What's up? Dom is back. Saw Metallica and Guns N' Roses when you were young. Where are you from? You from New York, Mick? I know you live in Arizona now, I think. Somewhere like that. You from New York? For choosing horses, I want to be a wild Mustang. All right. Yeah, I want to be, I just want to say Clydesdale. I don't really want to be another horse. I think that's the horse I want to be. I want the cool feet. And I want to be a big draft horse, the giant. Kathy, what horse would you be? My dad used to call my other sister a Palomino. All right, so Kelly, for now on, I'm gonna call you Kelly, the wild. Wait, hold on, I forgot. The wild Mustang. That's it. What's up, Mustang? A pony. Kathy, you want to be a pony? Okay, Dom said he's the Italian stallion. Maybe I want to be the Tennessee stud. Long and lean, color, eyes the color of the sun. Or no, I don't know. So, another one horse like a Tennessee stud. Yeah, maybe I want to be the Tennessee stud. That's the one I'm picking. All right, that's lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. I am Dom. Kelly's bitch says Dom. Dom. Sawhorse. Yeah. Hey, it's the Johnsons. He's a sawhorse. That's a good one. Okay. Sawhorse. There's no horse called the Crippled Pony, Dana. You gotta do better than that. Come on, give me your horse name. Look him up. Bad example of Italian. Yeah, I was writing your last name today when I was about to ship that package out. I was like, oh, that's got to be Italian, right? Dom the donkey. You jackass. Oh, Dom the donkey. Kind of flows. But that's not a horse, it's a donkey, so you can't be the donkey. Oh, Sawhorse. Sawhorse has got me cracking up, dude. Yeah, and Dom with the Dom the donkey and Sawhorse. You guys. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, shit, I needed that too. I cussed again. Oh well. I cussed 3 times on this live today. I'm an adult. I used my adult words 3 times. Oh well. Man, Dom the donkey and the Sawhorse walk in a bar. Well, guys, I don't know. It's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna check the radar. Let's check the radar. We can hang out a little longer or not. Is there any lives coming up, McRanger? Kelly? Any lives coming up? I notice there's people in here. Everyone left. We're down to 4 people now, so I think it's time to just wrap it up. Dude, this is perfect timing. I just finished stage of that. Look what I'm looking at right now, Dom. I think I'm making so very comfortable where I'm at. So I took a break. Look at that. First thing comes up. I open my phone. Dom working on knives. All right, Kathy, go get Finley. Yeah. Dom popped up right on there. Working on the back spacer. That's cool. That's cool. Oh yeah, what I'm distracted by Instagram. God, man. Trying to do one thing. Go hit Instagram. My automatically social media's taking over my brain. I gotta stop this. But I can't. It's part of it, right? Whatever. Don't care. Got nothing else going on. All right. Hourly. It's gonna rain until 4:15. And then I gotta be downtown by 6. Ain't even no reason to crank the forge up today, to be honest. No reason to crank it up. Yeah, it's gonna rain tomorrow too, guys. Nope. Rain on Sunday. Cool. Well, guys, yeah, I'm not doing nothing else. Okay, I gotta ask Clayton, how many hours do you have in the billet you sent me? Ugh, I did that one right before Christmas. Then I worked on it the other day. See, I did it as one whole billet, and I made one knife out of it. Probably like six or seven, maybe 6, 7, 6 hours, probably 6 hours. I think 40 layer, boom, 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 takes about 2 hours, 3 hours, probably 6 hours, I'd say. Into that one, maybe 7. It could be 7 to 6 hours, somewhere around there. Dominic the donkey, hee haw, hee haw. Lord, am I live on this chat? Am I at the bottom? Yeah, I am. Okay. KDK goes live at 5:30. Yep. Kinman. I think I'm gonna do a Motley for Kinman. How about this, guys? Give me suggestions. So I'm doing a Motley, giving it to Kinman to give away to the community. Him and Rochambeau. I said I was gonna do it, so I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna do it, and then after that, I'm probably gonna stop for a while and just kind of focus on my making money deal and doing giveaways here on this channel to try to bring in the people that want free stuff. But anyway, what should I do for Kinman? He wants a Motley. Should I do Damascus? Should I do stainless steel? And what should I do for Rochambeau? 2 Motleys. What should I do for each of them? Y'all let me know today, and I'm going to lock that in. The Motley, this is the Motley. This is my Motley model. Nice nice fixed blade, you know, kind of all around. You can do pretty much anything with this, except for really poke really good because I have a pointy tip. Rochambeau do Damascus, at least my opinion. All right. Okay. What about for Kinman? Definitely stainless. All right, you got to tell me for who, though. Stainless for Kinman or still stainless for Rochambeau? We'll take a little vote here with the guys that are in here. Yeah, Damascus for Rolls. Okay. So Damascus for Rolls. I agree. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do the Moans. It's just not really coming out like I want them to in the Motleys. It's W2 usually, but you know, if it all just depends. I think I'm moving out of W2. Stainless steel for Ken. That's what I was thinking too, Kathy. All right. Well, I think that's what we'll do then. We'll do stainless steel for Kinman. Right? We'll give him a stainless steel. Yep, that's 2 votes. Okay. Stainless steel for Kinman. KDK baby. We'll give him a stainless one. I have just enough AEBL left over to do it. I was actually looking at it last night. I got this little hunk of AEB-L. So I think that'll fit right in there. A little stock removal action. Cool. All right. So that's what we're going to do. You going to do any warnings? You know, I like doing what I draw up. I'll make some warnings for you, Mick, but I just don't know. It's just not my style. And it just kind of bothers me trying to steal other people's styles. You know, I know that everything I make is pretty similar to everything out there, but I like to draw them up and just draw them up in my head and come out with maybe I'll do a warning style my way. Sheep's foot. What's a sheep's foot look like? Sheep's foot. Never heard of such a thing. Sheep's foot knife. Okay. It's kind of like a warning style, isn't it? Sheep's foot. Similar. Okay. That's the sheep's foot, huh? Have y'all ever seen my rigging knife I made? So I made these rigging knives, and they are very much similar to a sheep's foot knife. And a rigging knife for like sailors, it's got like a thing to do shackles in it. It's got this hole in the blade. Yeah, check these out. Actually, I just want to see the. Man, that was a video. Just want to find it. There you go. So this is a rigging knife I made. Kind of like the sheep's foot. Got it. Kind of like a sheep's foot, right? Kind of like a sheep's foot. What's up, Clint Crosby? Welcome in to the stable. Yeah. Yeah, so you like that? I mean, that's kind of a sheep's foot. Kind of a sheep's foot look. But more, I think it'd be cool if y'all want. I'll try to make one something like this is probably what I'll go in. Smaller, or y'all like bigger? Maybe the size of the Motley? I feel like with that tip, you need more blade. He made it to work, guys. He did it. Now he's got to drive home from work. But yeah, so do that one for sure. What do you mean, Mick? Like do like a sheep's foot Warner style, Warny style like this? Maybe. I'll sit down. I'll look at them. I'll draw something up. Shit. I did it 4 times today. I'm gonna get banned. Getting banned 4 times. I've cussed on the channel today. Goodness gracious. What size that fits in your hand? Your hands are pretty damn average. Thanks. I'm just average, huh, Dom? Just average. Yeah, they're pretty average. They're not huge. They're not small. They're not huge. That one here, I'll pull out the template for it. It's kind of big, to be honest. Get the box of templates out. We got all kinds of templates in this box. Every knife I've made is in this box. Kind of cool to think about. I made multiples of them, but every knife that I've made is got a template. There's more on the wall. A lot of chef's knives. This is that big Bowie knife I made. That was for scale. That's the template that I made for it. I went a little different path on the guard, but here it is. All right, I got 2 of them. So the one in that first picture was bigger, and I made it for a guy, and then we made 2 more for his friends, and he's like, let's make it a little smaller. So that is what we did. So the one in the picture, that was this big. A little big of a knife. Not really a huge fan of the handle. So then we redid it. This is it. And it's got all the dimensions and everything on here. Yeah. So this is the one. That's funny. They're bigger than mine. It's more of a kitchen chopper knife, the first one. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a rigging knife for cutting rope, So if you're cutting rope on a boat, and it has the thing, so you can put that on your side. And then this right here is for undoing shackles on a boat, it's a tool. So it was made to cut rope. And then we went down to this scale. So yeah, it kind of looks like a kitchen weird chop, but that's what they look like. That's just kind of the shape of a rigging knife. But this last design, that's the one. But the blade total overall on the blade is 1 3/8 inches at the highest point, and then 4 7/8 from the heel to the tip. To me, for carrying it, I mean, maybe it's people like big. For me, I want something like this in this realm, or maybe even like this realm, because to me, it's just so much longer. It's just a long blade to carry around. So I don't see people really carrying it around unless they're going in the woods or something. It's funny, they're bigger than mine. That's more of a kitchen chopper. We've been there. Got any Pakukuo or modern sacks in your template box? Don't think so. I don't even know what those are. I look through the template box if y'all want. Let's see what else I wrote. The second one, you think that's a good shape? You think that's? I think I would modify just a hair and kind of bring it down a little bit. Like, that's pretty big in the hand. It's also not the best. It was comfortable with a handle on it, so these always feel a little different. Let's see. The big Bowie knife. All these are kitchen knives. I have a lot. Do a lot of kitchen knives, so I have a lot of kitchen templates in here. I'm trying to see what templates I have on my EDC models. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into them. That one. We got that one. This little one. All right. So that's pretty much it for carry knives. Some more on the wall. Grab those. Oh yeah, here we go. These. Oh yeah, this one. Let's show you all this one because it's pretty cool. Always sell out of these. Whenever I make them. All right. So I'm back. Oh god, the water bottle again. All right. So these are all my temps. Kathy's sending me text messages. Okay. A Puko. Yeah, I did. Bro, I got a template of one. I made. That was like one of the first knives I made when I got back into it. It was kind of that Puko style. Just really robust, roundy handle with the blade going right into it. I did make one of those. Made a couple of them. Sold a couple of them. It was kind of the first knives that I sold. Where's that? All right, let's see. Little case, fixed blade. It's a mariner's knife. It has a sheath, and it comes with a steel spike. Yeah. That's what I made. It was a Marlin spike. So yeah, the rigging knife came with this one in the sheath, and then outside the sheath was the Marlin spike was in that one. I did make the spikes. And it's for sewing and undoing knots. Just make it a little smaller, but the shape is dope, says Mick Ranger. Maybe downsize it a bit while keeping the handle length around 4 inches. Okay. Puko Kathy said that. Yeah. Mick and I are sharing a brain today. Yeah, y'all are. Y'all are the mods. Y'all are like from mod brains. Check your text. I did. I think the Twist Damascus warning / sheepfoot would look great in the shop. Okay, we'll do one. I'll do one for you. We'll see how it goes. We'll give one a shot. Also want to make some of those pries. That one in a smaller EDC size. Okay. Yeah, the goose. Me and Lucas made that knife together, Kathy. He made one, I made one, but that's the goose. Yeah, the shape up there. So yeah, I'll grab that one. Show you all the Puko style. So yeah, this was it. So it's one of the first knives I made when we started back. Called it the Goose, but with that Puko style handle on it, kind of went boom, rose up, and then came back down, and just very rounded, flatness, kind of robust handle on it. So yeah, I did do some of those. All right, but let's talk about these real quick. I got the Creeper. What y'all think about that one? I think I'm gonna name it the Reaper though. Take the Creeper out apart. I don't like being creepy. I think I call this one the Reaper. So this one it's got like a coffin style handle on it. It's pretty cool. It's on my Instagram, a finished model. Fits in the hand pretty good. Nice up curve, clip point. Never makes it in the shop, really? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'll make one. I'm gonna make one. I'll make one just for you. A warnie or a sheep's foot. I didn't even do the warnie. Sheep's foot looks a little big to me. All right, now this is another one. This is the Jones model. And it's kind of hard to get what these look like, but this one has like a really like kind of weird handle. And it's got this finger stop, kind of a harpoon point, but not really. But the handle does start up here, but it's like harpoon, like way back. and then I did jimping all above that, and then I did a double edge. I did an edge up here and an edge down here. So right about here, I had jimping, had this, and then jimping right in here, and then from here down was double edged. So that one's cool. That one's on my site, on my Instagram page. You can see it. And then we got the baby buoy. Did one of those. Kind of doing something similar with this feather, I think. It's gonna be a little different, but kind of different. It's just a different shape. I forget what these are kind of called. I didn't really look at anything. I just went with it. It's just what I forged last night, and I just cleaned up the forge lines a little bit. Like all this was forged in, everything was forged in, and I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit and made it more straight, more curved. Then I did that. We got our fin model. I like these little EDCs. Locks your finger in real good. No slipping on that one. Comfortable handles. You know, it's a small 3-finger knife. So yeah, this one's fun. Which one do you like, Clint Crosby? The Reaper, or the Jones, or the Finn? You got the Reaper, the Jones, and the Finn. And then, oh, how about these? Okay, I'm going to cuss one more time. I've already cussed 4 times, but that's what I call these knives. I call them the little shits. That's what they are. Tough, little tiny knives. They are literally 2.5-finger knives. They come with a little sheath, just a little tiny knife. And I usually make these out of scraps and stuff, man, because it's like, you end up with pieces, but I sell them. They go like that every time. I have never held on to one of these little knives, ever. Kathy makes this nice little 5-pocket sheath for them. And man, cool little tiny knife. Love this little tiny knife. Excuse me, I burped. But yeah, this is a great little tiny knife. And I'm going to put some of these on the page soon too. So they're affordable. They're not too expensive. I think we do like $100, $150 on them. You know, I do them out of Damascus scraps and stuff. Beastie Boy is asking to go out. Be right back. Okay, Kelly. The chip. I made this model, the chip model. This is a template for it. It was kind of off the Tonto, and then it slowly migrated into the Lemmy because I wasn't really happy with it. It just kind of looks weird to me. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Kathy says show this one. Okay. Yeah. So this is that's the chip. This is my chip model. Y'all haven't seen the chip model. I only made a few. Made a couple of these. But this is a picture of the chip. That is a picture. Man. Wow. There we go. That's the chip model right there. With some abalone. What do y'all think about it? I don't know. Show the Jones. Show the one I just texted you. The Jones is great, Clint. Yeah, the Jones. The Jones was really cool. Man, the Jones is on my Instagram too. I'll show it to you like finished. Actually, I'm gonna probably pull a picture because you know what? I have a folder and it has all the knives in it. I'm getting hot again, by the way. I got a hunger pain and I'm getting hot. I think I need to eat something. Let's see. Should be in my Just Knives folder. Just Knives. Here it is. All right, guys. I'm gonna pull up a pic of the Jones. Hopefully, maybe not. No. Yeah, there it is. Well, I don't have a picture of it finished. I'm confused in this timeline, man. It was definitely done prior to all of this. Here's a picture of a creeper, of the Reaper. That's the Reaper model I did. kind of get an idea of it. And you kind of see the size of it in real life, but that's the Reaper. Trying to find, here's the Jones. Okay. This was the Jones. This was a cool knife. A really, really cool knife. I like this one a lot. That was the Jones model. See how it looks so much different when like you can get that turn the lock on my phone. You can really get that idea. To see the jimping up there, the finger stop, and the jimping and that double daggerish blade edge was wild, man. It's a pretty cool looking knife. Pretty interesting knife. A buddy of mine ordered it for his kid's before his kid was born, for his birthday. Not his first, but born day. So you can give it to him when he's 18. Go check my blood pressure after this. Why? I'm hungry. It happened the other day and I got really hot. It was when I was hungry. It's because I haven't eaten it all day. Looks like an arrowhead, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, kind of daggerish, arrowheadish. Very interesting, kind of like a spear knife on a hand. I don't know, kind of weird. But make a smaller one and call Misters. I don't understand that one. Maybe I'm missing something up above it. What's up? What's up, Robin? How are you? Mick Ranger, yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? We just in here talking knives stuff. I like the chip. It's different. The handle is dope. Yeah, the handle is very similar to the I don't know, close to the, yeah. Maybe I do need to eat. I can't even talk right now. That's a weird. I don't know. Was that not that wasn't the chip? The chip was this one. This was the chip, or maybe that was, I don't know. I think I made this template and then I cut it out to make this template, and I was like, that looks crap. I hated it. It was like round handle. I don't really like handles like that. They just don't feel good to me. I kind of want to make a big knife again. I kind of want to do Wagadashi. Was talking to Kinman the other night. Oh yeah, this knife too. This is like a bushcraft knife. You got the choke up so you can kind of do your feathering. You might be into this one. Meet Hayes Johnsons. You might be into this style. But you got your robust handle for whatever, and then you can choke up on it, jimping on top of it. I actually have this model inside. I've shown it before. Pretty cool. It was like somebody asked me if I could make a bushcraft knife for them, and I did. I came up with the design, and I did, and the guy never ever talked to me again. Kind of weird. I think he's in a motorcycle gang. So whatever. Yeah, guys, I'm getting tired. I think we go eat. It's getting hot. Kind of getting out of my brain a little bit. I appreciate everyone coming by today. Appreciate it. Go hang out at Kinman's page. So it's official. We're going to do Damascus for Rochambeau, and we'll do a stainless steel for Kinman. I talked to him the other day. I told him I was going to get started on it. He said, do whatever you want, bro. Whatever you want. So we're going to do a stainless steel for him, and then we'll do that for them. But guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to probably take off for the rest of the day. We'll go hang out with some friends later on. And yeah, I'm done. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Glad we got to talk for an hour and a half. It's probably our longest one yet. And thanks, Robin. Thanks, Mick. Thanks, Dana. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Rolf. Thanks, Hayes Johnsons. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Kong. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right. See you next Wednesday. And I'll be doing more posts on all the stuff I got coming up and how it's going. So stay tuned. Have a good day, guys. Good week. Goodbye. Bye-bye.